All right, if you could slide the jack where it go, man, and I'll take over. All right.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around.
Hey, good morning, fam. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. In case you're new, I am the Don. Along with my beautiful wife, Peggy, and my little Don, DJ, we are Gone with the Windleys. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And while you're here, hit that like button as well, while I'm thinking about it. Fam, it is about 6:50 in the morning, and it is moving day. Now, I'm going to tell you what comes to mind this morning. A well-oiled machine. So DJ and I got about 5:30, 5:45 like we normally do. I put a little leash vest on, and we go for a little walk while the sun comes up. He takes care of his business. I come in, fix him up a little breakfast. I check the emails and stuff like that, check the news and stuff. And then it's time to wake Peggy up. She told me to wake her up at 6:30 this morning. Now, usually that might be a problem. Peggy got up this morning like a soldier. I mean, she just like, okay, time to get up. She sat right up and started getting to work. Now, for those of y'all who are new, Peggy takes care of the inside of the RV. I do all the hookup and the driving. But Peggy go ahead and make sure everything is bolted down, everything is packed away. She does all the cleaning up on the inside of the RV. I wouldn't trade places for anything, but it works for us. And this morning, it was like a well-oiled machine. I am proud of her. Now, as I said, it is moving day, so we're about to hit the road in about 30 minutes or so. As soon as she brings those slides in, that's my signal to go ahead and finish doing the hookup, and then we'll roll on out, do our final checks, do our final prayer, and then we hit the road. We've got a good little drive this morning. Yeah, about 420 miles. Yeah, so that is about now. In a regular car truck, that's like 6-hour drive, but when you're pulling an RV, that's about a 7-hour drive. So we got about a 7-hour drive going on this morning. No biggie for your boy. We don't usually recommend doing more than 4.5, 5 hours, but that's why we got such an early start. We're gonna drive like 3. I'm gonna take a full 1-hour break. Then we're gonna drive 2. I'm gonna take a 30-minute break, and then we're gonna drive 2 more. That's how we're gonna do it, fam. That's the plan. God willing, we have to remove all obstacles that may lay in our path and provide us with traveling mercies throughout the morning. For those of y'all traveling out there on the road, we pray the same thing for y'all as well. DJ is already in the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up so he can stay cool and everything, and we'll just see you guys on the road. All right, fam.
From the city, it's been so long since we've been gone. I wanna feel that summer feel, but I don't wanna go if you ain't with me. Let's make a home, be all alone. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you. Let's see the sun and have some fun. I'm so tired of living life in gray, babe. deserve to see the world far from the others. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you.
Hey, what's going on, fam? Good morning.
Welcome back to the channel, family.
Welcome back. So, as you could tell from the intro or maybe even the title, that after that point you just watched, we started to have a little bit of trouble. Now, I had a lot of ideas about what I wanted to say, but I want Peggy. I want Peggy to tell you what happened, because she was the one who first noticed everything, and I'm just going to let her tell it.
He gonna put the blame on me, so y'all can be down in these comments about, oh, she mean.
Mm-mm.
But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is the truth. You know, God loves the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. What happened? Now listen to me. Now listen. So after we left the gas station, we get on the highway, and I stayed up all the night before because I like to stay up all night, that way I could sleep. I want to be a passenger princess. All I want to do is get my neck pillow, lay down, and sleep the entire ride, because we had a 6.5, 7 hour day.
7.5 hour day.
He
yeah.
did that to himself, okay? So I was like, okay, since you're doing that, I'm just going to sleep the whole way. So I stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning. He wakes me up at 6:30. So we have to get on the road. So I'm trying my best to get everything done the right way, and I'm exhausted, right? So I get in the car. Now the first, 2-3 hours,
Yeah.
a breeze, no problem. He wakes me up, at the gas station. Hey, babe, go to the bathroom, do what you have to do, get the dog, make sure we walk him, feed him, all that stuff. So we do that.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get hotter and hotter outside. You hear me?
Oh,
It's
man.
getting scorching, right? So we spend no time outside. We hurry, scurry, get in the truck. And as I'm trying to lay there with my neck pillow, I feel my head just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And I'm like, Donald, are these roads that bad? And he was like, yeah, they're pretty bad. Look out there. Now, when I look, I see a smooth black pavement. But I'm like, am I sleeping? Because I know I'm tired. Am I delirious? What is really going on here? So I try to go right back to sleep. But at this time, the visor is not connected. So it's making sounds. The visor that's not connected is hitting the connector.
Yeah.
So it is just doing it. And I'm like, Donald, this is not the roads, honey. I say something else is going on. And I was like, can you please check the tires? So he was like, I'm telling you, it's the roads. It looks smooth, but I promise you, it's the roads. Okay. I'm looking at all these 18-wheelers pass us up, all these other trucks pass us up, and I don't see them, because normally you see the people in front of you do a little bounce.
Yeah.
They weren't bouncing. I say, Donald, can you please pull over? Because I can't rest. My neck is bouncing on my neck pillow. So I'm like, okay, can you please pull over? Just check it out, please. So he gets out at the first gas station. He checks it out. Everything looks good, Peg. Everything looks good. There's no problems. We only got 3.5 hours left. Now, mind you, we're going over bridges.
We're going over bridges, man.
Full of water. We can't swim. Okay? So I say, Donald, for the love of God, please pull this truck over. There is something wrong with this wheel. And I say, it's the wheel on my side. Now, if it was on your side, I wouldn't care. It's on my side.
I think that's why she felt it more. I think that's why she felt it more than I did, because it was on her side of on the side of the truck.
So he pulls over, and were we at a way station or something like that?
We was at a way station, and first thing I did was tighten up all the lug nuts. Well, maybe the wheels are loose. I'm going to tighten up all the lug nuts and everything like that. But then I look inside, and I'm checking the tread to make sure there's no threadbare. But there's a lump. A lump. Now, me and my infinite wisdom, I'm gonna identify this as character trait mistake number 1. I'm like, okay, yes, baby, there's a bubble in there, but we should be fine because the tread looks good. The bubble is coming up, but the tread is not being worn down or anything. So even though there's a bubble there, that's probably what's causing the bump. I think because the tread looks good, I'm thinking the tire's fine. That was mistake number one.
Don't judge him, y'all. Don't judge him because he didn't know no better. Because he's not mechanically inclined. He's not. He's
I like
not.
that.
But you would think he would do better. Okay, so he was like, it's just a bump. And I was like, wait a minute. I remember when I was 19 years old, I had a lump in my tire in St. Louis on Highway 40 trying to get out to West County. I had a lump in my tire that ended in what? A tire blowout.
Yeah.
That happened to me when I was 19 years old. So I'm saying to myself, I say, this man can't be serious. I say, he's not we're going over big bodies of water.
Yeah.
And if we had, all I could see, have you ever seen the movie Final Destination where you could see it happen before it happens? Well, I saw it. And I saw the tire blowing out over a big body of water on a bridge and we go over. That's all I could see. I can't rest at this point. He gets back in. He was like, well, we're going to make it because we ain't got but 3.5 hours.
We got but 3.5 hours.
Said,
and the tread looks nice.
And he keeps talking about this doggone tread. And I'm like, forget the tread. So I'm, at this point, I'm sitting up, but I'm dead tired because I didn't get any rest. So I'm sitting up and I'm talking to him and my neck is like this because it's getting worse.
Yeah,
fam.
it's getting worse.
Getting worse.
Yes.
And so I was like, I'll say, do you see me? Look at me. I'm bouncing. So I pull up a video. No, I pull up Google. I say, since you don't want to listen to me, listen to Google now.
Yeah.
I say, Google says that it is very dangerous to drive on a lump because it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better.
Yes.
Right? So I was like, so since you're not going to stop, I say, let me off at the next stop. Since you don't want to stop, just let me off. And I'll just get the best way I can. And I'll see you when you get there. I'm like, you got to let me out.
I said, babe,
So,
no.
yeah.
I'm going to pull over. There's a rest stop right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and do a much more thorough search. And if things look bad, then we're going to go ahead and get something done.
Right. Now, I'm like, man, you pay for insurance.
Yeah,
All
we
your
got
insurance
roadside assistance.
I don't know what was wrong with him this day, but the dots were not connecting this day because normally Donald was not like this. He should know not to put me and poor little DJ in danger like that, but he kept doing it. So we finally get to a rest stop.
Yeah, this is only like about 15 miles later because now it's obvious there's something wrong, and I'm saying I gotta find it. Let me check and see that bump. So I pull over, and now the bump is bigger, and the tread over the bump is starting to wear down. It's time to change the tire.
And I hate that we're sharing this with y'all because y'all gonna be like, now y'all know better. But I mean, things happen.
I'm gonna say this.
He wants to share it. I'm embarrassed to share it because he wants to share it.
I'm gonna tell you the not good reason why I kept on going. And this is not a good reason. The reason why I wanted to share this is because I feel like there's a lot of guys out there who may make the same kind of mistakes. We set a time, okay, we got this far to go. We're going to get there in 7.5 hours. We're going to 30-minute stop here, 20-minute stop here. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, and I'll be able to get everything done. And I had a plan in my head, and that's not a good reason. So the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys is don't do that. If something comes up and even your plan has to be adjusted, and just be glad that you noticed it before there's a real problem, go ahead and adjust your plan, but your primary concern should be the safety and the safe arrival. That's what I just wanted to say, but I'm not trying to make an excuse for myself. I'm just saying what my headset was, my mindset was, and why at the time I decided to keep on going. But we pulled into a rest stop.
Apology not accepted. Because, and I'm going to tell you why I say that, because I'm pleading my case.
Yes.
I'm like, Donald, you got to stop. We're going to pop at any moment.
Yeah.
Even though the tire was new. And so I looked it up. It was like if you hit a ditch, and we did have some bad roads leading up to where we were.
Yeah.
And I guess that was his thought, new tire.
Yeah.
We should be fine. Stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm telling you from experience, I know this is not going to be good. Okay, so we pull into the rest stop and we see truckers. Now, he out there, it's about 145 degrees in the shade. That's what it felt like outside. Because I look outside, all he did was walk to the back and the front, and he's drenched. And I'm like, God, I don't know what to do. At this point, you go into prayer. And I'm like, God, please let somebody help us. Please, God. I just went into immediate fervent prayer. So it was 2 truckers. One was towing a load, and another guy was just pulling off. But something blocked their way, and they couldn't get out. as I was praying. And so the guy that didn't have the load on the back, he pulled over beside us and he said, "You need some help?" I was like, look at Father God in heaven who sits on high on a throne, okay? Because this guy basically saved us. Now, we have insurance and stuff like that, and we probably would have sat there 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours waiting on somebody to come. But I wasn't going to move. And if he wanted to get back in the truck, I was going to step out because I was not getting back in that truck. And the guy, he fixed it. And I was like, "Can I offer you something?" You know, we had nothing but some sandwiches in a bag. And I was like, "Do you have your Cash App available? Because I really want to pay you." And he was like, "Ma'am, stop asking me. You don't have to pay me."
Yeah.
He's like, "You don't have to pay me." He said, "I'm glad to help." And he was out there working hard. And when I looked at both of them, they were both drenched, like somebody walked up to them and poured water on them. That's how hot it was outside. But he inconvenienced himself enough to help us. And you have to just thank God for that young man. I want to thank God for that young man that helped us. So he came in and he and Donald both worked together fervently.
So at this point, I'm going to show y'all this is Gideon, and the name of the guy who helped us out, the trucker, was Gideon. And at this point, I'm going to show y'all me and Gideon trying to get this tire thing done. Hey, what's going on, fam? So we're about halfway there, and what do you know? We get a bubble in our tire, and Peggy looks it up, and it says that's a danger of busting.
Right.
I'm pulling over. Hold on a second. Peggy's handing me some napkins because Gideon, this is his truck right here, right?
Yeah, I'm at work right now.
Gideon's at work right now, and he saw me struggling, and he decided to come and help me out. He helped me get the tire down, and now he's helping me find the right lift points. I should have been more prepared, but thank God somebody like this is around, fam. I really do appreciate that, man. Slide the jack where it go, man, and I'll take over. All right. And so, yeah, as Peggy said, this was like an answer from heaven, because even though I know how to change a tire, I was not familiar with my own truck. This is character trait mistake number 2. I know how to change a tire, so I'm thinking, okay, as long as I got my tools and I can change a tire, we'll be fine. But I did not know how to lower the spare tire from the back of the truck. For those of y'all who know, the spare tire is loaded below the bed of the truck. It's held up by cables. You gotta go through a whole winch system, and I had not familiarized myself with that whole system, but he had a little familiarity with it. So even though you might know how to do something, you have to check, you have to get help sometimes, and that's another reason why I want to make sure I broke this. Donald mistake number 2, not being familiar with, you got to know how to use your jack, know how to use your equipment, how to get your spare tires off, how to put your spare tire back up there, because I didn't know how to do that either. Because that whole winch system, you got to put the old tire back up into that whole spare tire slot. So it was a lesson. I'm glad the lesson was not as costly as it could have been. It could have been terrible, as Peggy said. We had bridges to cross and everything else, but I am just thankful. I'm going to go ahead and say I feel like he was sent by God. I feel like that somebody was watching out for us, and him being there, and he didn't, like Peggy said, he wouldn't take money. He gave us a card talking about he's a real estate agent. If y'all looking for a home in Florida, just look me up and stuff like that. But Gideon, if you're watching the video, we really, really do appreciate it. He took a green tea. That's all he took. All he took was a green tea. One of the nicest young men. And I've said this on the channel before, that a lot of times young people, well, I'm saying young, he's probably like 35 or something like that, but a lot of times people feel like the new generations aren't as respectful, aren't as nice, aren't as helpful, anything like that. They're getting a bad rap. Thank you very much, Gideon. and all those who help others on the road. Be a helper, be the kind of, and guys, don't be so arrogant about getting help. That's the main thing. So after that, the trip is resumed, and now we're coming into Jacksonville. Beautiful scenes all the way around. You know, this is Mayport Naval Station, RV Park, one of Peggy's favorites. We've had a couple great days here. Of course, we're going to give you guys a real thorough look around in the coming videos. But we've been here for 2 days, and now the new situation comes up. So now they're letting us know that if you watch the news a little bit, you know that Florida is about to experience, it was originally called Tropical Storm Debby. Now it's called Hurricane Debby. And guess where the path is going? Path is going right through Jacksonville, Mayport area. So we do not know exactly. We made reservations for a spot outside of in Georgia, further up a little bit, but they said they may be giving an evacuation order anytime soon. We're hoping it's today because it's probably coming through tonight and tomorrow night. So I'm hopeful that sometimes really soon they let us know whether we have to evacuate or not. We went out this morning, made sure we had supplies, made sure the truck is filled up. We come with our plan. Like I said, we got a reservation for a spot out in Georgia. And so whatever happens, but it's just we have to stay prepared, and fortunately we are prepared for this kind of situation. I don't want to make you guys think that we're second guessing our whole lifestyle or what we're doing and stuff. We want to encourage everybody to be as prepared as possible and be as mindful as possible about what's going on. Don't be too arrogant or too headstrong to do what needs to be done, and don't be so stuck on your plan and sticking to your plan that you're not flexible and stuff. And I was not flexible, and I'm just happy that didn't cause any other issues on this trip. So we're gonna let you guys know. We'll probably have a video really soon coming up about what we did for Hurricane or Tropical Storm Debby or Hurricane Debby, whatever it's called. We'll let you guys know how that goes. But we're stayed up in prayer, and thank you guys for all you guys who prepared for us to continue with our travel in mercy. We really do appreciate that, and we feel it out there because hey, we did get some divine intervention on this one, and we just want to thank you guys for it.
And I know you guys are wondering, like, why would you go to Florida during hurricane season? We've been lucky thus far because we come every year since we've been RVing. But our luck just ran out this one time. Our luck just ran out. But I like coming in the summertime. I do. I don't want to come to Florida in the winter. So I know that's a question in the back of you guys' mind. Like, why would you? Because we like it. We like it here. Like, I want to be able to go to the beach in the sun. Yeah. I don't want to come in the winter all the time. So that's why we did it. I mean, we go against the grain all the time. We've been lucky thus far, but this time our luck kind of ran out. And so we have to deal with this. And the most part that we're going to have to deal with is the torrential rains and possible flooding and stuff like that. So if we need to go further, we will go further. We've made phone calls to families. Maybe we can do some boondocking, mooch docking, some stuff like that. But we're going to be ahead of the plan because, you know, it takes a day or two before the storm will actually get here. And so we're going to make a really good, wise decision and make sure that we are safe. And if we have to leave the RV and keep on moving, that's what we will do. So I don't want you guys to think that we're taking this lightly because it's very serious. Yes. I'm nervous right now. Like, we just went to the store and got more waters and stuff like that in the truck just in case we have to take off. I went and got me some nervous food, you know. So we got candies and stuff in the car. Now if the storm don't come, we're gonna donate it. But if it comes, I'm gonna be M&M and Doritoing and soda-ing it up. But we're going to be fine. We're taking every precaution, so we don't want you guys to worry. We do accept prayers, though. So keep praying for us that God guides us and keeps us safe. So that's all I have today.
That was beautiful, baby. And that's all we have today, fam. It's a bit of a shorter video, but we probably have some more content coming for you probably either Wednesday. We usually do every Sunday, but maybe we'll post a little bit more, give you guys an update on Wednesday so you guys know exactly how everything went. With that being said, we thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the prayers again. And just want to remind you guys to go out there and do something good for yourself.
And for others as well.
Thank you very much, fam. See you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Take me let you down.